Objectionist. Welcome to my nightmare.
All right, it's 2:35 p.m. PST. It is Saturday. The Everett Police Department is coming in hot, baby. Hot, hot, hot. They're here with us right now, moonlighting as my device. Only device, notice, not devices. We've gone from plural to singular. You're going to want to read the description, which I'll read aloud momentarily, but currently I need to pull these little ticky cookies off of my device and go through and redo a bunch of things that I've already done, which is described at greater length in the description here.
Here! What are you doing? I have to fall. Come with me. Please. You're okay.
Okay. Let me stop this shit. This video, movie, whatever the fuck this is. Where's the thing?
Scared.
All right. Dumb, by the way. This movie gets 0 stars. Okay, let's see. It's 2:37 p.m. PST. If this live stream ends for any reason without me orally and explicitly telling you the end time, you know who's responsible. The Everett Police Department's domestic terrorist cell. Also an aggravated criminal conspiracy utilizing the condo directly above my home of 13 years to perpetrate a series of felonies. Not limited to, but including the following: aggravated criminal kidnapping, numerous counts, assault, stalking, cyber stalking, extortion, theft, fraud, identity theft, perjury, ADA violations, civil rights violations, to name a few, mail tampering, illegal record sharing. The list goes on and on. Truly. And remember, that's including, but not limited. Currently, there's only one felony that wasn't reported to the FBI in 2017 as a result of numerous officers making threats, along with my multiple times convicted stalker and abuser, former attorney I used to have sexual relations with, and another guy that worked for DCYF, all of which have since been made actionable, except for the one and only felony, which the plan was to make actionable apparently in April, but they're a little behind as it's about to be fucking July. And that is to murder me in a way that isn't a suicide. The plan was for a couple of Everett police officers to break down my doors, to pretend as though I had solicited some reason for one of them to pull a gun and shoot me in the head while there's no audio or video footage. And then to do what they've done every time. To perpetrate a series of frauds to try and protect their officers who are not officers, but indeed federal felons, looking at counts exceeding 250 plus in a vast majority of their indictments. Don't lose complete heart. Over 50% of the U07 frequenters are whistleblowers who will be keeping their badges, not going to prison, and will be testifying against those that the FBI is, quote, excited to abdicate from positions of power. Also keep in mind that multiple individuals believed mistakenly that retirement would prevent their detainment and arraignment. That was incorrect. That was incorrect. So I'm going to read to you the updates which are visible in the description here. Then I'm going to post them in the chat. I'm just going to be wanting this one live stream as a result of the updates that I'm about to read to you and go over, which explain as to why it is there will only be one live stream, at least for today. That might change. There's some very pissed off individuals upstairs, the ones that didn't blow the whistle, who are actively attempting and coordinating to perpetrate my murder and to threaten I, a known FBI informant to the Everett Police Department since 2017. You might also be wondering, I thought you volunteered at the Everett Police Department. I volunteered at the South Precinct for a year straight. And that was because the North Everett Precinct was full of psychotic men in positions of power, who I had to report to the FBI. That's why I volunteered at the South Precinct only. I had the option of doing both. I declined. The Lenovo ThinkPad is the only device logged into this account all night and day. Everett Police Department via Unit 207, busy using index databases, over 12 new cookies, cache storage, local storage on 2 devices to tamper, obstruct lives. The HP Chromebook has now been registered to blitzsweepweekeverettpolicedep at gmail.com. Again, the HP Chromebook now registered to blitzsweepweekeverettpolicedep at gmail.com. Upon doing so, created a YouTube channel. Then after allowing all their cookies and partitions, registered device, changed name, changed visibility to hidden on their quick share, erased their new cookies, databases, cache, etc., and now have some of the prison goers, not the whistleblowers, hot and bothered and required they're calling Verizon for further assistance for their domestic terrorist cell / aggravated criminal conspiracy. And their goal remains what it has always been: to perp one remaining felony not yet made actionable, and ongoing persistent attempts to continue to block communications to the Federal Bureau of Investigations and the Snohomish County Sheriffs. They have verified enable access locked in guest mode and have been using their man-in-the-middle networks and network servers to do all of the hacks of the past 24 hours of the past 3+ years. Manually changing them to metered networks, proxies, and selecting different servers seems to have worked, so they retaliated yesterday or something. This part of the description is older. 11 minutes ago with more forced operating system changes and configurations. All they're doing is expediting their detainment by the Fugitive Task Force. Come get your prize, Everett Police Department. Life in prison without parole. No bail due to being a danger to society and a flight risk. And don't forget, per the FBI, those of you facing the longest prison sentences are each and every one of you sticking to the always fraudulent and perjurous claims that any / all of the felonies you have perped were reactionary and not the very felonies reported to the FBI in 2017 due to Jared Irving, Randall Marrs, MONTY J, Booth, Richard Garcia, et al. And of course, every named individual and felony has been made actionable that was reported in my tort claim of August 14th, 2024, filed in case number 10-500-5934. Less my murder to the T. Come and get it, terrorist. Urgent SOS, this is Mystic Gwen, illegally detained by a domestic terrorist cell / organization known as the Everett Police Department for over 300+ days. During my illegal detainment, they and their named August 14th, 2024, and 2017 conspirators / fellow terrorists, Owens, Garcia, Andy and Kelly, Amory Bauer, et al., have made actionable every felony reported to FBI in 2017, lest my murder to be deemed a suicide, and every premeditated felony reported in tort claim during my 300+ days of illegal detainment. They have full control over my devices, laptops, phones, network, even my ham radio. Squelch no longer functions since their last unlawful entry. Communications blocked, law enforcement compromised. During their 300+ days of illegally detaining me at 2120 Highland Ave, Everett, Washington, 98201, in Unit 105, they have made actionable every felony reported in my August 14th tort claim, again filed in case 10-500-5934, served on their police department and conspirators and prosecutor's office, as well as Jared Irving personally, etc., following over 11 months of cease and desist letters to their terrorist, stalkers, officers, child abusers, extortionists, etc. The only remaining felony to be made actionable is indeed my murder to be deemed a suicide, first reported 2017 to FBI. They have been attempting to starve my cat and I as well due to their rampant crime spree of the past 3 years. I have not been able to step outside of my front door without running a YouTube live stream, youtube.com/mysticgwen. Calls to 911 intercepted by them upstairs as they've been using the condo above my home of 13 years, Unit 207, and various neighbors to stalk, aid in starving, etc. as their base of ... Jared Irving and Everett Police Department have known since 2017 that I reported them to the FBI. He was pissed. Now he's going to prison. Have a nice retirement behind bars, Jared. Since 2023, they are using man-in-the-middle, Cisco, Verizon, chip-to-chip, kernel, root access, cookies, Java, and non-existent fraudulent Google credentials and certificates that cannot be removed without their criminal security key. Likewise, with pins and fingerprints. They have been blocking all phone access, even from websites assigned to neighbors, since they began illegally detaining me on August 6th of last year, 2024, in order to perp every felony they have since made actionable. Kidnappings, unlawful entry, fraud, to name a few. They have been attempting to block video and audio recordings all year, as reported in August 14th, 2024 tort claim, and made actionable by criminally and illegally shutting off the internet in March 2025 to kidnap me, then re-enter unlawfully with John Owens to shove their USBs and devices for root access BIOS hack, to block video and audio when I return to my illegal detainment, to perpetrate the one and only felony not made actionable, my fucking murder, to be deemed a suicide. They have rejected dozens of legitimate police reports before, during, and after they are made actionable by them and their fellow terrorists/conspirators. See post section on this YouTube channel for full SOS message from June 8th, 2025. Okay, now 2:48 p.m. PST. And remember, as I stated, this live stream should be rolling uninterrupted unless you hear me orally and explicitly tell you the end time. Just to be clear, the preceding live stream, you may be wondering, why was there such a gap? There was such a gap because the FBI had stated I don't need to run a live stream right now. And I didn't need to last night either. They did tell me to get one running today after I did what I did today with the HP Chromebook. So we're back to running. But I actually ended the prior live stream. Well, I ended it in the sense that I let it roll for the maximum amount of rolling time that it had. And in the interim, like I said, nothing substantial happened. The FBI has stated repeatedly that anytime I need the YouTube live stream to function, it will be functioning. So my plan at this point in time is just wait till their goofy faces are outside of my window and door, which, as is evident last Monday, I can hear them upstairs when they're discussing. Go downstairs. Are you ready? Are you ready? Go, boy, go. And then less than 13 minutes later, they come running down here because they think the live stream is shut off. And there's also a boy up there that loves to run drills like he's in fucking Boy Scouts or some shit. So he has a hard on for knowing just how many minutes it will take for me to start a live stream. So I will kick off a live stream if it's needed. In the interim, I'd like to just let this one run uninterrupted for almost 12 hours over and over and over again. But as has been made evidence ever since these idiots took my cell phone as the bait that the FBI requested the last week of December 2024 for them to perpetrate the felonies that they premeditated and I reported to the T, which they did. And then they illegally entered my home after making actionable the kidnapping of me in March 2025 that was first reported August 14th in that tort claim. And then they perpetrated it in exactly the same manner as was reported. And then they entered the house exactly as was reported and planted their USBs exactly as reported. Anyway, if the live stream ends for any reason without me orally and explicitly ending it, telling you the end time, you know that they did it. But the prior live stream, I ended because I just let it keep on rolling. And now we're back to recording. It's 2:50 p.m. right now. You'll get a visual of my living room in a minute. I'm going to put in the tags, FBI, Mystic Gwen, Snohomish County Sheriff's, Everett Police Department, terrorist, SOS, attempted murder, corrupt police, stalkers, child abusers, child endangerers, kidnappers, frauds, dangers to society, threats to judiciary, hackers, Jared Irving, Richard Leandro Garcia, Monty James Booth, RANDALL MARRS, who got cleared by the FBI, but I don't think he's still cleared, Anne Marie Bauer, Erica and John Owens, et al., Snohomish County Prosecutor's Office, we put our address here, 2120 Highland Ave, Unit 207, Everett, Washington, 98201. Hostage. Yeah, I think that about covers it. And let's see. Recording date. June 28th. Stream location, 2120 Highland Ave. And somehow Unit 207 is blocking me from selecting the stream location. Showed up as an option to click, and then when I went to click it, it just is erasing it. They're doing that repeatedly. It's a weird thing for you guys to be concerned about because the only people that think it's still secret are those of you going to prison. Remember, there is 0 individuals from people that wear robes to police officers in this fucking city that aren't fully aware. Okay, since they won't let me select it, I keep selecting it. I'm just writing it in manually. Everett, Washington. A girl upstairs is saying, see, she's proud and thinks that either this live stream isn't going live or that it's not visible outside of their network. She's an idiot that's going to prison. So we're not going to take too much credence with her thoughts on the live stream. The dude upstairs is trying some new things with the cookies. Because the studio for YouTube is not opening. That's how I know that. And I see that he's once again rigged it up so that all of their new editions, not all of them, a lot of their new edition cookies pop back up before the page even loads when I try and open the studio in a different tab. More of their criminal cookies show up when I click on the control room. So I'm having to once again manually go through and remove those little ticks. It appears they've disconnected me. One of their little ticks logged me out, allegedly. I don't even believe that it logged me out, quite frankly, because I didn't click any of them that are linked to my login. Only those that are linked to their criminal login. Same thing. So they're desperate for me to log back into this YouTube channel, even though I don't need to log into it at all. It appears they went through and erased all of the YouTube cookies but one. Translation: desperate for me to log in. Which means I'm not going to log in. You guys can come on downstairs, though, and do one of your drills or some bullshit. Then I might have an incentive. As far as the Bureau has said, it's still very much recording anyway. So we'll just leave it as it is.
I'm here. Don't be scared. You're safe here. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna need to get some sleep. remember, I'm always with you. Okay. Come on. Let's go to your room. Can you please sleep with you? I have work to do. I will see you tomorrow in class, okay? And you know I love you, right?
Oh, he's tried to disconnect this laptop from that laptop. That's why you're so desperate for me to log in, big boy. You think you're so smooth.
What's that?
You're going to prison for the rest of your life, dude. This was a trap that you took like all the others, you fucking moron. I gotta think that you're impotent, dude. I gotta think it. Because the shit you've done to me, you specifically, it suggests that you can't fuck a woman.
Do you think?
Sister, stop.
It suggests that you have impotency problems.
Kids are strong.
Like serial killers who stab women over and over again because their penis can't penetrate them. That's what it suggests psychologically. So I'm going to do you a little favor, one that you didn't think of, okay? I'm going to log into Indy's account on the HP Chromebook for your impotent penis. Get ready, big boy. You try and make this work. And then I'm going to show you that your little impotent penis is going to prison where you won't need it because you're going to be taking it in the ass every fucking night. Like you chose. Like you chose as recently as the last 5 minutes. And I gotta love how one of the guys up there is smiling because he's like, she doesn't even know. This is exactly what we wanted. No, fool. You don't fucking know what you're talking about. This is literally
Don't follow blindly or let
bait.
fear win.
And like the FBI has stated over and over again, not once have your dumbasses not taken their bait. So again, the whistleblowers are the only idiots upstairs that should be feeling happy.
What do you drink when you win the
There you go, big boy.
We drink the milk.
Get on it, big boy.
There is life outside of racing. Maybe that helps me get a girlfriend.
100 Days to Indy, streaming now on Fox
Come and
Station.
get it.
FoxStation.com.
Come and get it.
Oh, Danny, so sad, so sad. Stop it. Stop it. What are you going to do, tell your mommy? Again, please, Tanya. Stop, please. I'm mommy's little baby. Hey, come back here.
And also, just to be clear, nothing wrong with the guy being impotent. He can still get you off. But this particular guy, he's a child abusing, kidnapping, stalking, thieving, fraudster, extortionist who's been a pain in my ass for 3 years. He thought he was going to get an opportunity at work by pleasing individuals that have been set to go to prison since 2017. He's a fucking moron. You were never offered an opportunity. You were always offered what you decided to take, and that is a fucking prison sentence, boy. You're choosing to take it right now. There you go. I'm going to get it all set up for you real good. I hope you're hacking away. There you go. That should have just reinstalled your cookies in your databases, big boy. And I'm going to do you one more. The Bureau can already hear me in real time, just like they can hear your stupid ass as well. I'm going to start another live stream on the HP Chromebook. I'm going to orally and in writing state what you did to try and show that you're smarter than the FBI.
My sheet.
And not the fucking fool wearing a chain of 35 years to life without parole that you actually are.
Torturing children and leading them to
The ETA on your detainment
What are you doing?
remains this week. And I'm hoping it's Monday.
It is my sheet.
No.
It is
Same
my
goes
sheet.
for each and every
It's
one of
torturing Danny
you
and the other children.
that's been
Why
complicit
now?
I don't know.
and participating.
They're in danger.
Whistleblowers are the only exception.
It is my sheet.
Peter? Is that you?
Sister, I miss you. I miss you too, Father. And the things we used to do here. Together.
Before the crossover, Lord. All enemy forces, get away from here.
I ordered 200 hand-forged knives.
He's
to
blocking my
dorm room
ability
and
to
built a
start
rich
another
website to
live
sell
stream
them.
on the HP Chromebook because
I'm
he
Noah
wants
Rosen,
to save
founder of
face for
Forged
the
to Table
day.
Knives.
You're not saving face, dude.
Starting as a dishwasher,
Not at
and
all.
working my way up through the culinary industry.
I'm going
I
to be
know a
able
lot
to
of
do
people
exactly
that
what
would
I need
love
to
an
do
affordable handcrafted
without
knife.
starting a live
So
stream
I
on the
saw the
HP
opportunity
Chromebook.
and built my own online empire.
You took the bait again.
When someone first gets to FortuneTable.com,
Your pants is on fire.
we'll
You
often
got
have a
no more
curated shopping
pants.
experience.
Your little teeny
With
impotent
Wix,
penis
the
is on fire
detail
too,
and
shriveling
precision
up
we put into
real
crafting
quick.
every night
And
went
it's
into
hot.
the website in the same way. Our website is robust, it's rich, it's graphically stimulating, and gives customers the confidence they need to order a knife and upgrade their kitchen. At Fortune Table, we're all chefs, so our blog is our creative outlet. With Wix, we're able to provide content and really good recipes that are really delicious while bringing customers into the products. Having a great platform means that I can go to bed at night. It's not just me behind the computer, it's the system that I've built and the website that's in place that we can serve 1,000 customers on the site every day, $1 million in revenue, and we're becoming a household name for chefs and cooks from all over the world. I don't just make knives, I forge my own path.
When I started wanting goggle glasses, I needed a website. Figuring out how to make one was pretty hard on the old noggin. But with GoDaddy Arrow, I can just tell it what I want. And it uses AI to make a website so fast it pretty much blows my noggin. This is working with a beautiful design that'll blow my customers' noggins, which allowed me to focus my noggin on making more goggins to put on their noggins. Which? Look like you know what you're doing at GoDaddy.com.
To the MI, cat like a semi. On my car, what you get mine? Yeah, black out. Don't say bye-bye. I'ma get your body to the sky. Run through your clip. You pissed on trip. I'ma have to brush you with your lips. And the whips, better have a whole lot of chips. Cause I ain't for no giving tips. She's a bitch. When you say my name, talk on jump, we're gonna look out west. She's a bitch. See, I got more cheese. So back on up.
This one's titled Update 2 Everett Police Department Attempt Instant FBI Retaliation via Cyber Attack Forcing HP Login. See descript.
Gotta flow, gotta move it slow. Better you running out the door. Gonna be a long lost soul. What you say?
Yippee-yi-yi-yay.
Put your stage like Bill Mack. Put no wax, watch it blaze like Matt. Go yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yi-yay. 55, 65, height. 75, 85, touch the mic. 95, it's a wild for the night. 105, I'ma keep the crowd high. She's a bitch, when they say my name. Talk more jump, but won't look my way. She's a bitch, see I got more cheese. Back on up, while I roll up the sleeve. She's a what you know about Timothy? Let me know. Eat an MC like C. Let me know. If you get drunk, they don't mean. Let me know. I'm about to bust high P. Let me know. Anybody know my skills? What it is? Anybody feel my skills? It's a real. Anybody wanna come with the steel? Anybody gotta get the whole body good? She's a bitch. When they say my name, talk more jump, but won't look my way. She's a bitch. See, I got more cheese. Back on up while I roll up my sleeve. She's a bitch. You can't see me, Joe. Get on down while I shoot my flow. She's a bitch. When I do my thing, got the place up.
Buenos tardes, buenos tardes, buenos tardes, buenos tardes. It's 3:23 p.m. at 20 minutes into Lenovo Live. Fat man with impotent penis, officer in Unit 207, forces erasure of all but one cookie on Lenovo to force login on HP to replant indexes, caches, etc. Update 2, Everett Police Department, instant retaliation against FBI informant forcing login on HP to hack. We're going to let this continue to record while I show this fat man with his impotent penis who's been terrorizing me for 3+ years. And I say impotent penis not as an insult to those of you with impotency problems, but because psychologically the amount of crimes this man is responsible for perpetrating against me over the last 3 years exceeds 250 plus separate counts and counting. Suggesting that, like serial killers who stab women dozens, if not hundreds of times, he doesn't have the ability to penetrate a woman with his penis. If this live stream ends for any reason without me orally and explicitly telling you the end time, then you know that the idiot did it. The idiot did it. He's the only one I'm calling the idiot right now. There's other idiots upstairs as well. But he's trying to save face and replant all of his hats. He's also currently attempting to terminate this live stream, which he may be able to do, albeit temporarily. So let's reconnect real quickly if needed, which it appears it's already needed. And there's also a skinny guy up there that's happy he wasn't addressed. Dude, I know all about you. And as you know, I'm not authorized to talk too much about you. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. The rest of you, try and guess what that means, huh? Try and guess. Here we go. Now I'm going to, oh, the fat boy already signed me out. He signed me out, and yet I remain signed in. Isn't that interesting? You signed me out, fat boy, and yet I am still signed in. Looking at all your criminal shit right here. Yeah, I am. So we'll let this HP Chromebook roll temporarily while I handle the impotent man who's running from directly above my head into the living room. Get real excited, fat man. Remember, your ETA on detainment is this week. And to the skinny boy, you're not fooling anybody. Okay, we're reconnected on the Lenovo ThinkPad. As you already heard and saw, the idiots upstairs retaliated instantaneously by forcing the login on the HP Chromebook so that they could replant their indexes, caches, and whatnot. Now we got tiny boy running back and forth from the living room to directly above my head to hear from everybody that's over here what it is that I'm doing so he can attempt to replant all of their hardware, i.e. the series of felonies in the last 24 hours, which added the over 100-year minimum to all of their indictments. And I'm going to share screen with you shortly. But in the interim, I'm taking care of a few things. Okay. Now I'm going to share my screen with you here on the Lenovo ThinkPad. All right. I'd like to be doing this on the Chromebook, but I'm going to show you from here. Take a look from here. And then check out the plethora of keys. Not allowed on the system, but they just keep overwriting that, which I was able to get rid of. Oh, this doesn't even show them all. Well over 12 new cookies on the HP Chromebook. Worked on diligently all night. And you can't see the cached storage on this one. That's why I wanted to show you on the HP Chromebook, which shows all of their fucking shit. The Lenovo ThinkPad, being as secure as it is It does not show all the shit they've got going on, but you saw some of it. Like this delay. Some guy upstairs is saying shit. So he's holding off on his plan tax right now because I'm sharing the screen with you. Something they're actively preventing on the HP Chromebook with the live stream that's running on there that they forced me to roll. As you can see here. They're spooked upstairs. They said shit and stuff, and now they're being real quiet, and they're not showing all of the stuff that normally even shows up here, including this script. So they're deliberately trying to prevent me from showing you. Okay, well, I'm going to jump back over to the HP Chromebook. Oh, they logged me off. They put me offline on the HP Chromebook, it says. It says error network change. So they changed the network on the HP Chromebook. This is why it locked me out, apparently. The light's still on, though. So the Bureau's still recording. And they haven't reloaded at all. Normally, minimum 4.9, usually 39 point something KB. So they're just delaying, or what they were trying to do got foiled by the fact that I was screen sharing. Could be one or the other. Well, they're still trying to use that delay right there. And their index databases were put back here. This is only some of them. They had over 8 earlier that were deleted HP Chromebook. As you can see, they keep replanting that one. That's a new one. It's been manually removed. It's not allowed to be saved on the device, so they just keep using over here their applications, their criminal, illegal shared storage, them combining my 2 devices to pretend as though it's one of the 27 upstairs that have been used for over 3 years to stalk me and terrorize me and steal from me. The cached storage, they've reloaded this. All the details are gone. There was a lot more of this too. Like there being 9 indexes, there was about 9 cached storages filled with shit that I had to erase one by one, over 100 and something. Actually, there was only like 5 of those. There was like 9 index databases. And I heard a guy upstairs tell the other guy to stop, so I believe they're just postponing putting the cookies back while I'm sharing the screen. Here we go. See all this? This is their hacks to control the live stream from upstairs to perp that final felony. Remember, I don't have an encoder, so they've changed the stream key. They've manually gone in and overridden it every single time that I attempt to start a live stream by forcing it to go through their encoder and giving it this criminal and illegal right here so they can tamper with evidence and obstruct evidence. You can also see they're actively attempting to terminate the stream while it's recording. And they've reinstalled some of their cookies. Anyway, this is criminal and illegal, and it's their attempt. I say attempt because the FBI has insisted it's completely bullshit, and just to humor them. Just to humor them, they believe that this makes it so nothing goes to the YouTube live stream servers. They erase the backup server URL. And so they think that it goes only to them and that they can control it with their criminal cookies and whatnot. Again, you can watch as they're actively trying to terminate it. Which, again, they just stopped because a boy up there told another guy to stop. Anyway, what they don't know is that this video is going direct to YouTube. And it's going to their... And then it's being compared and contrasted with what they're allowing to go to YouTube. The Bureau doesn't need a backup server URL. Apparently, my logging in and having any internet connection is sufficient. And also, the Bureau's been providing all of Unit 207's data for over 2 years. Not Verizon. That'd be the Bureau pretending to be Verizon. That HSID was another new cookie that didn't exist until last night. So there should be 7 cookies from YouTube. There's not. you're going to see here, this is something they know. Yeah, see, this is blocked from even being able to download anything. All of these, this is all the domestic terrorist organization upstairs and every individual requesting to go to prison for 35 years to life without the possibility of parole. Now check it. We'll refresh and you'll see the same thing. See? How smooth are you, Unit 207? How smooth are you? Per the FBI, not nearly as smooth as you like to imagine. Console, so let's see what those have to say. Oh, 3. Something they're trying. I don't know what that means. Normally it says you're trying to get something from the YouTube server and you're trying to get the broadcast and it's not working. So I don't even know what these means. I don't know what this means. The Bureau knows. The Bureau can see everything that's on my system without me having to open anything. They can likewise see everything that's on their systems. And because they have never, not once, not ever, not for a day, not for a minute, not even for an iota of a millisecond, been part of any legit operation. They've been part of an aggravated criminal conspiracy that became everything that is legally required to be charged with domestic terrorist cell on August 6th, while still being an aggravated criminal conspiracy. Meanwhile, I have been the #1 victim and target. I've been illegally detained for over 300 days. I've watched every felony I've reported be perpetrated while screaming at the top of my lungs who the perpetrators were and what they were doing. I've made dozens of legitimate police reports before, during, and after, only for them to be rejected so that the Everett Police Department and company could perpetrate them. I've tried to department and Snohomish County Prosecutor's Office have effectively corrupted who are now themselves in some instances prison. And according to the Bureau, they don't even fucking know. They have no idea they're going to prison. Because they listen to the Everett Police Department and the Prosecutor's Office. And again, there is only one single felony out of the haven't made actionable. And it was, the plan was to break down my door with a few officers, and one had already agreed to be the hitman, and he was going to pull out his gun, put a bullet in between my eyeballs while everyone else was responsible for there not being any video or audio footage, and would then be inclined to go along with the final fraud. Way elicited or solicited it so that it would be deemed a suicide. Everyone that didn't blow the whistle, your wish to go to prison for the rest of your life is going to be granted in short order. The FBI's latest ETA was this week. The only thing that confuses me about that is the Bureau has said repeatedly in the last few months that there is a shitload of hearings and legal paperwork in the month of... I don't know much about criminal law, but I don't understand how you could get arrested this week and then what, just sit in jail for a month before you start having court like every day? I mean, is that how it works? I just don't understand why there's been such an emphasis about if you're getting arrested this week. And switch it to all of these different networks. They're all their networks. Not one of these is an actual neighbor's. And it's not showing all of them either. Like we don't see their verizon. And then keep in mind, I'm not showing anybody this to use as evidence. Nothing I am saying or showing, and this has been the case for 3 fucking years, I am redundant. It's just that the Bureau investigates in a way that all of us local common folk don't. Off the head of the snake. The Bureau wants any and all crimes that can give people the maximum and throw as many people as have been requesting in prison for the rest of their lives. That's how the Bureau, because the sheriffs have known since the fall at the latest that every one of these individuals is going to prison and that everything I've said is true and correct. And like me, the sheriffs have been wanting to throw their asses in jail. Anyway, I guess we'll just sit here and let it have screen share because I don't trust these knuckleheads at all. And the fact that the guy was up there saying stop, they did on the HP Chromebook, and then they're going to rethrow their cookies back on there. But I want you to see all that I saw, which is way the fuck. There were over 12 brand new cookies, including ones which were all visible on the HP Chromebook, as well as the cached storage, which included 5 different things that had over 100 entries in that I had to manually erase one by one. And also keep in mind that the reason they got me to go back onto the HP Chromebook and log in, oh, and you can see here 12 minutes ago, unless this device is physically turned on and off. Unlike the HP Chromebook, which they can do with the click of one of their controllers upstairs, that cannot be done with this device, which the FBI calls the think tank. They call it the think tank. Anyway, what they did though last time to force that login on the HP Chromebook is they went over here and they erased all but one YouTube cookie. So they may do that again too to force me back onto the HP Chromebook. Is this live stream still recording? Really? I thought it would be way more than 11 hours old. Oh, is this the one that I'm currently recording? Shouldn't be 11 hours old. It should be. Did the EPD once again tamper with evidence? There's no live stream that should be rolling that's 11 hours and 42 minutes long, especially not if it's showing the same fucking thing. All your use of the stream key / encoder thing. Because remember, some of those individuals going to prison for the rest of their lives don't understand that all that this did is piss the FBI off and make you're getting the fucking maximum. Something they've consistently said about all of you idiots who haven't blown the whistle. It goes straight to them, baby. It goes straight to them when you think there's no internet connection in that the camera is disabled. All of the data you have, including on your personal devices that don't enter Unit 207, has been coming from the Bureau for as long as your dumbass department officers are only going to prison for 2 years. Per the FBI, each and every officer from the North to the South precinct who didn't voluntarily, keyword there, who didn't voluntarily blow the whistle is looking at prison time. Some for only 2 years. Voluntarily. So you think about it, if you didn't voluntarily, you're looking at prison time. For that, because per the FBI, that's how the story was supposed to end, but it's not how the story is going to end. Also, note over here on the left, for all technological purposes, it appears they've terminated this live stream and it has no internet connection. But the reality is, just like was the case last Monday, this live stream is very much still recording. Now, on Monday, the FBI led them to think they terminated 4 different ones so that they could get evidence of every idiot, co-conspirator, domestic terrorist, and that I refer to as the Jersey Devil, renamed Putin's pussy, upstairs gallivanting around without her normal, atypical cloven hoofs. Glad she didn't wear heels today. And I heard her in the last 15 fucking minutes. So it's fair to assume that Bro is hoping she or one of her moron fucking her life since August. They hold her and 4 other individuals personally responsible for the fact that there's over 16 officers going to prison. Big boy upstairs is real excited. He's gone running from the bedroom to stop this live stream, getting me to get on that HP Chromebook so we could reinstate some of his hacks, and they're obviously working because those are dropping down to 0. Bruh, 100% so the Bureau can see which imbecile approaches the exterior of my window and door first. Remember, ETA and their detainment is this week. What I just don't understand is, then why are there so many hearings they're attending in August? Is it normal for a person to be put in jail for a whole month and wait for hearings? I don't know any that are like criminals who go to prison for kidnapping, child abuse, stalking, illegally detaining, extortionists, being corrupt police officers, ADA, civil rights violations, conspirators. I don't know criminals like that. So is that normal to just sit in jail for a month before you have a bunch of hearings? Because that's the part I don't get. If the ETA is for them to go to jail this week, why are they not having a whole bunch of hearings until August? Okay, we'll keep the screen share on this. And do keep in mind, the Bureau wanted me to start a live stream after I did what I did with the HP Chromebook. But then they did what they did and retaliated less than 20 minutes after I began that, forcing me to log into it. So I don't have any other instructions today, but I was told by the Bureau I don't even need to be running YouTube live streams at all until or unless their faces are in the window or at my door again. And also that the live stream will work whenever I need it to work. So just because they're so busy, I guess I'll just leave it on the console screen so those of you that are IT people can see what the hell this is going on with. Is failing. Trying to get the local storage in the broadcast is failing. This shit is just like showing URLs and stuff, and I don't know what any of it means. Let's leave it on this one. This shows 73 errors, so let's click on console on this page. Okay, they're making it take forever to load, so they probably planted some more criminal cookies over here. Yeah, I don't know. I think you actually have to be an IT person to know what all this shit means, because it's not clearly saying what it is like it did on the HP Chromebook. So have fun with that. And they're once again blocking my ability to connect to Wi-Fi on the HP Chromebook to try and force me to restart it so they can once again back in as this particular email account. This has been an ongoing crime that they've been perpetrating for like the last 10 days. Just cut off the internet and don't let her log back into the internet unless she logs in as a guest user or any other account you can use to obstruct justice, terminate the live stream, and continue to threaten an FBI informant with the threat of murder via retaliation. The one and only felony made actionable. And you can see also they're already trying to push operating system updates as of 5 minutes ago onto that device, which means they need this device since they can't turn that device off, unlike this device. They've also changed my ability to make any alterations to the network here. It's back. Some fucked up shit to try and keep them from going to prison. Vomit. You're not fucking officers. For you, as much as I feel for myself. Disgusting. Shame and disdain on the fucking Justice Department. In the whole fucking city of Everett. Oh, it looks like Unit 207 has found a way with them not allowing me to connect to the internet and then reconnect to shut off the screen share because the screen went all black over here and now it's reappeared. Oh, there's a note that says live stream something. As you can see yourself, it says excellent connection, live stream something. Was the live stream disconnected? Kind of like them cutting off the internet over and over again on the other device while trying to force that update? Still shows excellent connection. They've got 23 cookies back in use. Their cached storage, the fraudulent cookies, their index database, their local storage, session storage, really say still not really session storage, local storage and cache storage, primarily thanks to Kashana. There's some of those new cookies that you weren't seeing reflected previously. And that remote SID is a real problem. Now it appears that they have somehow, which says we're not disconnected from the internet. So which is it? 7 cookies in use here. Oh, it's still recording. It's doing the same thing as Monday, which means there's one or more individuals upstairs that are in the going to prison for the rest of their life club, and the Bureau would like for them to come downstairs and be pretty in my video. That's what that means. That's literally what it meant on Monday. So it is what it means right now as well. Decided to put in prison. Waste all but one cookie again. Yep, that's exactly what they did. And yet, as you can see, as the FBI did on Monday, it's still recording. There's somebody, the FBI wants to come down to my window or my front door. Continuing to sign me out with the one cookie thing is going to have to be part of the next live stream, fools. You really should get a better fucking grasp of what you're doing. Because you're about to go to prison so quick, y'all. And if the plan is to simply log me out, you're really... Yeah, get real excited, dude. Get real excited, because I'm not... Supplies your data. That's right. Not fucking Verizon. The correct answer is not fucking Verizon. Dumb asses that right now there's not one but two live streams recording, and that's not even fucking possible. But it is, dumbass. But it is, because you're going to prison. So remember, the whistleblowers, you're the only ones that should be smug. And if they're hostile with you, that means you're getting paid more, so you let them be hostile. But God damn it, you're supposed to control the live streams. Well, fuck you, cunt. Treating me hostile? Yes, let them treat you hostile. The more hostile they are, the more you deserve to be paid for your pain and suffering. See? See how it works? You landed upside down. Fuck you, bitch. I need more than 30 grand. I almost died. What are you fucking doing? Where you control it. You mean you can in my life because I didn't blow the whistle because I'm a sack of shit. And I still think I might be smarter than the FBI. Am I? No. No, dude. That's not what you want to hear, but that's the answer, boy. Yep, that should be good enough, you dumbasses. Note over here, still very much recording, which means there are people upstairs or in the parking lot that the Bureau is daring. They're daring. They're saying, yeah, we dare you. We dare you. Just like we dare you on Monday. You took all the dares on Monday. Just like you take the bait every fucking time. Or was it just because you guys are sloppy as fuck and you needed me to sign in a whole bunch of times for each of your dumbasses to join like you were doing before? I thought you moved beyond that hack. That's probably why you disconnected that laptop from the internet and you got REACTIONARY rolling. Silly me. Sometimes I think you guys have evolved and you just revert back to your fucking stupidity. Make her sign in 5 times, 1 time for each of us, because we're so smooth. Remember, not nearly as smooth as you like to imagine. What a thought. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, yeah. 10 sessions on Chrome, 4 sessions on your Linux computer. No, that's a hard pass, you dumb fucks. You sack of dirty, skeevy, greasy shit. Prison. And you so deserve it. Remember, for some of you, prison is too good for you. Bye bye.